Join me as I spend 5 days driving the North Coast 500 in Scotland. The North Coast 500 is a 516-mile scenic route that takes you around the north coast of Scotland, starting and ending at Inverness Castle, with my route adding in some extra locations. I'll show you my highlights of the NC500, taking in all the exceptional driving and epic locations.
I'm on the NC500, baby! Woohoo! Let's go!
I'm Jamie. I've never been a 9 till 5 guy, and seeking out new experiences has always called to me. Whether it's micro or something a bit bigger, join me on my next adventure. This is my NC500.
Well, good morning everybody. I am doing the NC500, the North Coast 500, which, if you don't know what the North Coast 500 is, it's basically a lap of the northern most part of Scotland. And I wanted to do this for absolute ages. In our first van I couldn't do it for some reason. Second van I wanted to do it, but I got rid of that relatively quickly, and now I've got Benny, I had to do it. Some work freed up and I've jumped the chance. Just for reference, it is the 11th of February 2025, I think it is, yeah. Yeah, so it's sort of cold. Would you say winter? Yeah, I suppose it is winter. The weather is looking not too bad. I had a crazy drive up from as far south as you can get of Hampshire all the way to Inverness. Took 11 hours yesterday, so I'm pretty tired already actually for the start of this trip, and I didn't sleep very well last night, but I parked just outside Inverness in like a truck stop, and then went into Inverness just a minute ago, filled the tank up, and I'm ready to go. I'm on the NC500 now. I'm literally just probably a few miles outside Inverness. Oh, let's come out here. So my plan for the NC500 is nothing particular, apart from doing the lap, of course, of Scotland. But it's one of those things that I want to see as much as possible so that I try not to miss anything. I've been watching YouTube videos, for the last few weeks, but I've been watching them for years, about people doing the NC500. And I've made a few notes on Google Maps. I want to try and see as much as possible to show you guys as well. Look at the state of Benny already. He's absolutely caked. It was really sleety yesterday. Anyway, I think I'm rambling a little bit because I'm a little bit tired and very excited. But what we're going to do, I've got a coffee, like I said, a full tank of fuel, and we're going to start the NC500. Oh, I forgot to say as well, I've got Starlink. So that's another reason why I'm doing it. This is sort of a bit of a test. You know, I'm going to be away from home 7, 8, 9 days maybe, to possibly do a little bit of work. So I'm going to purposely find an area that doesn't have reception at all, and I'm going to try Starlink out. Anyway, let's go into our first destination. Oh, I forgot to say as well, as I was doing a bit of B-roll, you can tell I'm tired, that I'm doing the NC500 anti-clockwise. So basically out of Inverness and north, let's close that, and yeah, so it's a bit like eating your vegetables first and, you know, get into the good stuff later. So basically what that means is the views aren't amazing to start with, I would say. Would you agree with me? But then it gets better and better and better and better and better the further west you go. So that's the plan. Anyway, let's get going.
While being super excited, I got going and headed for my first destination. Rogie Falls has a series of lovely walks on the Blackwater which you can follow to see the waterfall that is famous for salmon viewing, although I didn't see any. This beautiful spot is situated off the main road to Ullapool, just over a mile northwest of the village of Content. It offers several good forest walks. There are plenty of waymarked walks and seating at a viewpoint overlooking the falls. Well, even though the road to get here isn't beautiful, just an A roads at the moment, but this has been a great first destination of the NC500. That waterfall is beautiful. After having a nice morning walk and seeing the falls, it was time to head back to the van and go to the next destination. After leaving Rogie Falls, I headed east to the next destination, which was Fairy Glen Falls. A lovely little drive this. It was a lovely little car park, not very big, but it was quiet when I got there because it was relatively early. Then I got walking, excited to see what's next. So where I am now, I just parked in the car park and I'm going to somewhere called Fairy Glen Falls. And it's not technically on the NC500, it's about 20 minutes off. I mean, I've hardly even started the NC500, but I got this tip from another YouTuber called Robbie Roams, and he came here and he said it's sort of a hidden gem that people miss. So I put it in Google Maps and I'm here. So it should be interesting to see. It's nice to stretch the legs a little bit. Yeah, let's go see the second waterfall of the morning. It's only just midday and this is the second waterfall of the morning. Wow. I'm really, really glad I came here. So I chilled there at the waterfall for a little bit, but got a crack on. It was a nice walk though. It was probably about a 15-minute walk to the waterfall from the car park. Obviously 15 minutes back now. So it's nice to stretch the legs after long driving yesterday. But I haven't even had lunch yet, so I need to think about lunch. But I'm going to get in the van and then get back onto the NC500
and see if I can stop for a bit of lunch somewhere, maybe get a coffee. Right, crack on.
That round trip to the waterfall was great and highly recommended on the first day. Then I got back into the van and got driving again. I headed north up the A9, through some forests, through some open areas, and even over some bridges, which led me to this nice little village, Helmsdale.
So I've been driving north now for an hour and a half, maybe even more. And I've come to this little town, little hamlet place called Helmsdale, I think it's called. Little harbour town. Very dead, but still haven't eaten and still haven't had a coffee yet. So I'm dying for something. So I'm just going to get out and have a little look around and see if I can find something. Fingers crossed. So I've just had my sandwich and it was lovely, but I'm just thinking I might get a campsite tonight. I'm pretty tired and I want to sit up Starlink for the first time and get a good night's sleep in a quiet area. I don't want to stress. But I wanted to show you this app, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to record the screen. So right, let's look at the North Coast 500 app, and you can see I've downloaded the map here, so I can use it anywhere, and there's a filter right here, and all I've done is turned on camping and caravans, and then you can see where I am just there, and then I think the next campsite is there, and I've already checked and it looks like it's open all year round. So if I just go to the website, it says open all year round, which is good. So I'm going to give them a call to see if I can go there this evening, which will be nice. Right, let me do that. Oh, hello there. Is that in the camping? Brilliant. Have you got space for a camper van tonight? Oh, lovely. I'm just down the road in a lovely little fishing village, and I'm on the NC500. So I will be with you within the hour, if that's okay. Okay, lovely thing. I found you on the North Coast 500 app, so that's why I'm calling. So, cheers, buddy. Sit a bit. Bye, bye. Wow, successful.
I'm really glad I found this campsite, as I was really tired, and the NC500 app was great.
Well, that's good. I've got my place for the night, which means I can sleep in peace and get my sleep back up together, ready for a good few more days to come. But what I'm going to do now is just going to sort things out a little bit, and then I'm going to set up Starlink for the first time. I'm really excited. I've just done a Starlink setup video. So if you're watching this and you're interested in Starlink, watch the video before this first day on the NC500 and you'll see what it's all about. It's outside, it's working great. There's a few issues regarding stability because I think the trees and the caravan, I think it's a bit low. So I think I'm going to have to sort of work it out regarding clear sky and things, because I think it's really sensitive. It's got to be a completely clear sky. Not clouds or anything, it's more like overhanging trees and caravans and stuff. So, but I'll be interested to see that over time. But I'm online, I spoke to the wife and all good. But I'm here now in the camper van and I'm so happy. I'm knackered. I haven't done anything really yet apart from set up a Starlink. I need to put the kettle on. I need to put the heating on a little bit. It's still light outside, but I'm glad I decided to come to the campsite tonight. I'm all set up for wild camping and things, but yeah, I was just so tired that I thought, let's just come to a campsite. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to sort myself out, then I'll speak to you a bit later. Oh, so just having a decaf cuppa. Hopefully I'll sleep a bit better tonight. Good first day on the NC500. I've done a lot of filming. Yeah, a bit of walking, which is good. A bit of driving as well. But I had such a terrible night's sleep last night, so I had like 2 hours. So I think I'm going to call it a night. It's still early. It's only about 6 o'clock, but yeah, I think I need to have an early night tonight and refresh. But I've got a feeling, I sort of know this, but I've got a feeling that it's only going to get better, only going to get better. You know, the A9 is a little bit boring, but it's starting to get nicer, The weather is a bit blowy today, it's drier than yesterday, but the weather looks good tomorrow, fingers crossed. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and I shall see you tomorrow for day 2 of the NC500. Well, good morning everybody. Welcome to day 2 of the NC500. I've had a nice sleep, thankfully. Just making coffee and things in the flask for the day. Slowly going to get ready and then going to make my way to the first destination of the morning and of the day. I want to get as many in every day, so let's get going. After sorting myself out in the morning, it was time to get going to the next destination. Inver camping was a simple site, but it was good, and a great shower, highly recommended. I was looking forward to the next place to visit, although I knew there were going to be a lot of steps. You won't be able to see on this camera, but out to sea you can see loads and loads of like wind turbine fields. I quite like seeing electricity, you know, being made from Mother Earth, Mother Nature. But yeah, so it's good. And 6 minutes to go, and I think this one is I'm going to be getting my daily steps in. That's for sure. You definitely would have missed this if you didn't put it in Google Maps. There was hardly any signs. So yeah, definitely put it in Google Maps. Just a little car park there. And let's go and see how many steps there actually are. I've got a feeling that the locals don't like dogs. Don't want to lose my hat. It's really windy today, and yeah, I don't think there'll be any drone flying today, unfortunately. These steps are good, but they can be a little bit slippery. Oh, look at this. Oh no, look. There's a dead drone. A a drone corpse. This place is so cool. You can just feel the power of the waves. Unbelievable. Wow. You seem so insignificant in places like this. Right, well that was awesome. Let's climb up the steps. There's not too many, but if you don't like steps, you won't like it. But it's actually quite good to get your step count in and a bit of exercise first thing in the morning. Lovely stuff. Let's crack on. Whew. Well, that got the heart going in the morning. That was really, really good. Right, let's go back into the van and I'm out of breath. Go to the next destination. Woohoo!
This next destination I found on another YouTuber's video. Apparently, the smallest street in the world.
So I've just stopped in this town called Wick because I saw on Google Maps that this is the smallest street in the UK, maybe in the world. Let's go and have a little look how exciting this street is. So the Guinness World Record. The shortest street in the world is Ebenezer Place in Wick, which is measured at just 2.05 metres, 6 foot 9 inches long when verified. The street has a single postal address, which is on the entrance to the number 1 bistro, part of Mackay's Hotel. So, shortest street in the world, done. Right, let's get back on the road.
Back in the van, I drove for a short while all the way to Castle Sinclair.
So there's a little pay and display here, but you can, the first hour is free. So I can do what I need to do within the hour. So let's go and have a little look at this Castle Sinclair. Exciting. So it looks like you can't actually go in there across the bridge, but let's go down here and see what we can find. This place is awesome. Definitely a must visit. On a hot summer's day, this would be lovely to sit and eat a picnic. Proper freezing today though. I think it's just the wind that's making it cold, because it's not too bad. It's quite dry. you know, it's not too bad. It's just the wind. When you're in the wind, it's proper freezing. But it is winter, so what do you expect? Well, let's have a little look around Sydney Moor. Not going to go any further down there. Don't want to be too close to the edge. There's no one around, and no one would hear my call. So right, really, really nice. Definitely worth a visit. It'd be lovely on a hot summer's day. There's the bridge, just underneath the bridge. But getting a bit peckish now, so I think I might move on to the next one. And I think it's John O'Groats next. I think it might be. Then they might have a cafe there as well. Let's have a little look. Yeah, let's crack on.
Castle St Clair was a great walk. There was also a lighthouse up there that you could walk to too. But I was getting hungry and I wanted to go to the next destination. Driving for a little bit longer, all the way north, I finally got to John O'Groats.
Just parked up in John O'Groats. There's a few sort of gift shops and maybe a cafe up there, but first of all, let's go and see this famous sign. I've got to take the picture, haven't I? Of course I have. Right, let's go and see it. So here we go. The famous sign. Orkney, Shetland, Edinburgh, Land's End, New York, John O'Groats.
Yes, I did have to get that famous picture.
Right, I think it's lunchtime.
I ended up going to the cafe that was near the signpost and had a lovely chicken burger. I then had a little walk around to see what was going on. It was all a bit dead, to be honest, but there was a few cafes and a few gift shops, and even a distillery.
Oh, that lunch was lovely. Chicken burger and a few chippies. Right, so time is money. On to the next one. Not too sure where we're going to go next, but I think I might know. It's actually a bakery, but let's see if it's open in time.
I found Annie's Bakery on Google Maps. It had great reviews, so I had to visit.
So I've just arrived at Annie's Bakery. A little bit hard to find, but I was looking at Google Maps and to see what I could go to next. And yeah, came with this place. It's middle of nowhere, but it looks really nice. So, and I mean, I've just had lunch, so I know what you're thinking. Why are you eating again, you fat bastard? But I'm thinking for later and maybe even tomorrow. You know, I've got a fridge, so I like to support local people. And I mean, I've got a van full of food. The wife's going to shout at me because I'm not eating the food and spending the money, but I do like visiting these sort of places, and I do like bakeries. So let's go and have a little look.
I was just in time too, as it closed at 2 o'clock. It had all those sort of things that bakeries have, but it also had a selection of gifts and local produce. It's not just a takeaway either. They had a lovely room that you could sit and have lunch in, if you wanted to. Ooh, got some goodies. Got some goodies.
So I got, see me here, I got a sausage roll, a chicken and mushroom pie, and I also got a Highland Coo for my boy. Actually, the wife said she wanted a Highland Coo, so I'm going to put that in Benny somewhere. She's going to like that. So next, I'm not too sure what the plan is. I need to look at Google Maps, see where I am. I haven't figured out where I'm staying tonight at all, because I haven't booked anything on this trip. I'm just sort of, flying by the seat of my pants sort of thing. So I'll have a little look and on Google Maps, and let's go to the next destination.
I carried on west on the winding lanes all the way to Dunnet Head.
So a lot of people think John O'Groats is the most northern point in Great Britain, but it's not. It's actually here. It is Dunnet Head, the most northerly point of mainland Britain. Mainland Britain, yeah. Oh, there's a bit of rain on the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down and see, well, what I can see. Benny's part there, as you can see, lovely. There looks like a bit of a rain cloud there. Hopefully I don't get too wet. But let's go and have a little look, see what we can see. Bloody beautiful. Windy, but beautiful. Oh, so it wasn't too far from the car park, and this is the viewpoint here. Absolutely beautiful. And there's a little lighthouse, as you can see there, beautiful lighthouse. I do like a little lighthouse for my sailing days. It's a little bit rainy, I can see a little cloud coming in, but everyone, mainland Britain, is south of me right now. And actually the wife, because we live about as far south as you possibly can go, she's as far south as possible. So yeah, how funny. Anyway, I've done it, I'm here, and I think I'm going to get into the van before this rain comes. Yeah, let's do it. So I managed to get in just before the rain, which is good. It's not too far to the viewing point. So let's look what next. It's 2:20, so I'm making relatively good time. Let's look at Google Maps. So we're at Dunnet Head at the moment, and I think next we'll go to Dunnet Beach. That looks lovely. But I've definitely noticed since John O'Groats, the roads are definitely smaller, and like bumpier, less maintained, if you like. It's getting more wild, that's for sure, as I was expecting. But I've definitely felt it after John O'Groats, especially going to the bakery and coming here. The roads here actually were really small, with passing places and things, and yeah, more wild. So I'm looking forward to that over the next few days. Right, Dunnet Beach.
Only about 10 to 15 minute drive down these winding roads, and I got to Dunnet Beach.
Wow. So this is Dunnet Sands Beach. All to myself. Apart from the workmen over there. Let's go and have a little look. This beach wasn't too far from Dunnet Head, just probably 10 minutes. But yeah, and I parked in the car park. There is other car parks over there. You can see the sand dunes over there. There's a car park over there. But I missed the car park, and I thought, oh, I'll turn around. And then I found that car park there. So just nice to stretch the legs again. It's been really nice actually, because I was worried that it was going to be loads and loads of driving, but I like to get some exercise in every day. So it's been nice. But all I need to do now is figure out how to cross this little water river. Oh, it should be fine.
Well, that was a lovely walk along the beach. It's getting on now, sort of 3:30, I think, on the time is. So starting to think about like finding somewhere to park for the night. If I find a campsite, I'll go there. If I find a good park up, I'll go there. But yeah, so let's leave here and see what I can find for the evening. I left that incredible beach, which I see later that it was only the first incredible beach of the trip. But then I headed down this little road. So I think I found my park up for the night. So I just went down some random road, and yeah, look at this. I mean, right over there is a nuclear power plant. So, honey, I might come home nuclearised or radioactive. Fingers crossed I won't. But let's go and have a little quick look at this building. It's a toilet block, and let's see if it says anything that I need to be aware of. So the toilets aren't open. Radioactive stuff on the beach. That's fine. But it doesn't say any, like, no parking overnight or anything, so I'm going to stay here, I think. Yeah, lovely stuff. What a find. Right, I suppose let's settle in for the night and chill out for a bit. Put the kettle on. Fingers crossed no one tells me to move on. Right, so I'm in for the night now. Just backing up footage for the day, drone and this camera in a minute. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to have a nice chilled evening in this beautiful, well, it's dark now, but I'm in for the night and the heating's on, early night, and another great day. I really enjoyed it. So, see you on day 3 tomorrow. Oh, this is lovely. Close the door, get the heat in. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 3 on the NC500. Beautiful sunrise. I said to myself I'm going to get up for sunrise this morning because we've got a lot to do today. So yeah, had a lovely little park up. You can see here there's a toilet block there, but it's not open at the moment. It's only open this summer. I'll give you a little spin around. Oh, it's a little bit frosty this morning actually. You can see the moon. Can you see the moon there? Just coming up. Beautiful, beautiful little morning. Lovely night's sleep. A couple of cars went past. There's only a few houses that are basically at the dead end up there. I'll put it on the map and the description below where I stayed last night for the people that are interested. But yeah, it was very, very peaceful and a really good night's sleep. The weather's looking good today. Yeah, looking on Google Maps at my plan for the day. I haven't really got a plan. I'm stopping where I can and filming what I can, and but I've got a few little markers on Google Maps that I've put in. But I want to get a wriggle on a little bit. It's taken a tad longer than I was expecting actually. I am not as far around as I was expecting I would be. And I gave myself 5 days to do this trip. And this is day 3. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I got up early. But anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee. I've made another flask of coffee for the day as well. So I'm ready there. Just going to finish my coffee, tidy up a little bit,
and then get going to the first destination of the day.
After spinning around in the car park, I got going to my first destination, Strathy Beach.
So after a little windy road, I've arrived at Strathy Cemetery car park. Strathy Beach is just over there, but there's a cemetery just there. You can see Betty behind me. So again, I got this tip from a YouTube channel that I was watching, I think it might be Robbie Rome's again. But apparently it's a lovely little beach. Oh, let's go and have a little look at this. So at the moment I'm walking basically through, it's like a big dune, like a big grassy dune, but I can see the beach coming up and it's looking gorgeous. There's sort of finding up, there's lots of little, like different paths that you can sort of see. So I have no idea where I'm going, but let's go and have a little look. Wow. Look at this, the most beautiful white sand beach, and I've got it all to myself. Let's do a 360. See the dunes back there. Car, Benny's parked sort of over there, up there. This is definitely worth a stop, definitely. I've just walked from that end of the beach to this end of the beach, and there's this lovely little sort of inlet or outlet, looks like it's a river coming down where it joins the sea, and it's been gorgeous. The tide's going out, and I want to try and get round the rocks there if I can, but at the moment the tide's too high, so I can't get there. But the sun is slowly rising, and it's chilly at the moment, but as soon as the sun rises, I'm sure there'll be a bit of warmth. Fingers crossed. So yeah, so I'm going to head back to the other end of the beach. So I've just been walking around the beach for a little bit of time. It's blimmin' gorgeous down there. And I can sort of see the sun starting to sort of slowly come over the hills and hit the beach. It's still relatively early, it's about 8:30 in the morning here, because I've got a lot to do today, lots of things to visit, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Definitely put it into Google Maps, because again you'll miss it if you don't, because there's a little turning off the main road. What else to say? I've already done 2 miles walking this morning, so that's good for the step count. Well, Strathy Beach was amazing. It's a shame I can't stay here a bit longer for the sun to be completely up in the sky, but time is ticking and I've got to get on. But I think there's a few more beaches happening today anyway, so it's good. But definitely come here. It's definitely worth coming to Strathy Beach for sure. Right, let's get going. Ooh, got a bit chilly on that beach. Thankfully back in the van, heating on and heated seat on. One of the good things about having this van, heated seats. Ooh, love it. Couldn't go back now. Couldn't not have heated seats anymore. Right, Let's crack on to the next destination. It's beautiful, by the way.
But just before the next destination, I drove past this lovely viewpoint.
So I thought I'll just quickly stop here because it's a lovely little, I'm not going to stay for long, but it's a little rest area. You can sort of see another camper there. It's by a road, so I don't know how, it depends how busy this road is. It depends on how good a night's sleep you'll get. But you can sort of see here, we've climbed up out of a little valley, up into some hills, and it's a lovely, lovely little park up here. Some wind turbines over there. You can sort of see across there, little lake over there, loch I should say, up in Scotland. But yeah, I'm not going to stay here for long. I'm going to crack on, but I just thought I'd stop and just let you know that not far from Strathy Beach, on this road, I put it on the map. It's just a nice little stop, and yeah, let's crack on.
On the way to the next destination, I found another fantastic place to stop.
I've just stopped at an incredible place. Come and have a look at this. What a find. So I've just came down a little road. So when I left you last was at the like the viewpoint where you saw the other camper van staying for the night. After that, it was definitely more single track roads. Yeah, that was the last sort of, I mean there was still bits and bobs were 2-lane roads, but mostly it was single track roads. So just worth noting for that, that's where it starts basically. And I'm on, I don't know if you can see behind me, if I just give you a little look around, it's basically like a bridge going over a big loch. You're starting to see the snow-capped mountains in the background there, and you can sort of see, if I give you another turn around, mountains over there. And it is absolutely beautiful. The sun's out now, as you can tell. There's a bit of warmth to it because it was a bit chilly on that beach earlier. But I've got the door open. I'm going to give the wife a call because there's reception here. And what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, I think have a little cuppa and just chill here for a second. Even though I could stay here for all day, I've called the wife, I've filled up my coffee, and I think I'm going to have to get going. But wow, definitely worth a stop, especially on a nice day. I mean, in the summer, you never know, you could have a little dip as well. We really are in the good stuff now. These roads, single track roads, but they are incredible. Makes you want to stop every 2 minutes.
But eventually, I made it to my next destination, Smoo Cave.
I am now at Smoo Cave viewpoint, but I'm going down to Smoo Cave if I can find the the directions. Yeah, but blimey, that road, since I spoke to you last, that was epic. That was proper epic. I mean, I wanted to stop every 2 seconds. But I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice at all. Of course, you're just going to have to come and do it yourself, I'm afraid. But a nice day as well. God, it was single track road, but loads of passing places, so you know, there's no problem there at all. So yeah, so now I'm at Smoo Cave, walking down. Really good. There was a toilet block there, really good. So if you're in a car, really great toilet stop. And actually going through Durness, I think it's called, there was a motorhome air as well. So this could be a good, you know, overnight camp if you want to go, if you want to be here. It's only about 11:30 now, so I've got plenty of the day to go. So I'm walking down the steps and let's see this cave. Beautiful. Not many steps. Nice little bridge. Such a cool cave. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Loads of pigeons, little stream. Let's have a little look. Spooky. I'm the only one here. Very cool. What's up here? So it's like a little viewing pool here. Oh, I'm so glad I stopped here. This is awesome. Very cool. Yeah, this is one of those places that you could, you know, spend a good few hours with the beach over there. I can imagine it's a bit busier in the summer, but I've got it all to myself. That's why I love coming to these sort of places when it's out of season. Because there's nice days in the winter. You know, today is amazing. I've just got a jacket on and a t-shirt on. It's fine. No, it's chilly, but it's okay. And I've got this all to myself. Amazing. So I'm going to head back now. And there's another beach, I think, around the corner, not too far from here. So I'm going to head up the steps, get in the van, and then go around the corner. I did mention this, but down there is a beautiful little beach. And yeah, in the summer, bring a picnic. Even now, you could have a picnic now, but that would be very nice for a little dip. In warmer weather. Still a bit chilly, so not today, but although if you're brave enough, I'm not brave enough. Right, let's go back to the van.
A quick drive around the corner to one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen.
So I've literally just come round the corner from Smoo Cave down to Durness Beach. There is a car park up there with toilets, I think, but I've just found this little stop here, and I'm gonna come down to this unbelievably beautiful beach. I mean, this, if it wasn't cold, this could be the Caribbean. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots of words. Can you believe this is in Scotland? I mean, you read about these sort of white sands beaches in Scotland, but the colour of the sea, look at it. Can you see? It's like, I don't know, it's just perfect. Beautiful. And especially with this, I think the tide's out now as well, so you can, you know, walk down here. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Well, another sublime Scottish beach. That was incredible. Well, look at that. Anyway, so getting a bit peckish, and so I'm going to go back up to the van now and have a bit of lunch. And I think I'm going to have that pie from yesterday's bakery. Oh yeah, let's try that. Okay, let's get up here.
Not bad at all. I left the car park and got going and drove on some of the best roads I've ever driven on. Little fuel stop. I've got half a tank, but I always like to keep it updated. Yes, one receipt please. Yeah, actually I was a bit worried because on the NC500 app there wasn't many fuel stops, but there's been more than there's on the app. So fuel, there's actually nothing to worry about. I just like to keep it topped up. Especially if I'm wild camping. All done. God, that was lucky. I nearly drove straight past this. This is that famous bridge. Look at that. Beautiful. Wind's got up a bit. I was hoping to fly the drone, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, which is going to be annoying. But you can see the bridge there, and I've just come down an absolute epic like canyon. There's another car there, no one's there, but yeah, just today's driving has been absolutely spectacular, absolutely amazing. Oh, it's a shame the wind's got up. This place is incredible, absolutely incredible. Right, let's go over the bridge. After crossing the bridge, I ended up at this absolute hidden gem.
So I just followed Google Maps. I'm just literally parked there, that's where it says the parking is. But apparently there's a nice waterfall here, and the pictures on Google Maps just said it looks nice, so I'm going to come and check it out. So I'm obviously next to a river. The path ain't great. Doesn't look like this is a sort of popular place, because there's no signs or anything. So I wonder if this is going to be a success or not. We shall see. Here it is. Oh, so if this was warm, a hot summer's day, in fact, take my hood off. If this was warmer, you know, a nice summer's day, getting in there would be lovely. I mean, it'd still be freezing even in the summer. It is Scotland after all. But I do love a waterfall. Let's go a bit closer. And there's an even bigger pool just there. Yeah, if you come back here in the summer, make the effort, bring a towel and some swimmers, and that would be unbelievable. It's a bit of a mission getting here. If I turn you around, you can sort of see it's really, really rocky. So you want to wear some decent shoes. I wouldn't wear like flip-flops, but yeah, rocky terrain. But once you get here, I think this could be a bit of a hidden gem. There's only car parking space for probably 3 or 4 cars. Just the side of the road, no signs. I just noticed this on Google Maps. So, yeah, I'm glad I came here. So that was a really great find. Just need to get back to the van in one piece, and we're going to head on. Not too sure what we're going to do next. Time's getting on now, so I think I need to start looking for somewhere to stay for this evening. Wonder where that's going to be. Let's go. Let's go. I can't film and walk this at the same time. Right, let's go.
After that small but arduous trek, I made it back to the van and got going. And then I stumbled across this beautiful castle.
So I just set my sat-nav to Ullapool, which hopefully where I'm going to stay tonight. But I drove past this castle. That's Benny, not the castle. But I had to stop and go and have a little look. It's too windy for the drone now, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. It is called Ardvrek Castle. So let's go and have a look at this beautiful castle. Just one thing after another, blimey. And I'm not even stopping at everything. Anyway, come on then, let's have a little look. Oh, the castle, lovely, and a beautiful area. So definitely worth stopping here. It's a cracking place, good car park, and fell over. And what I would do as well, this would be a fantastic place to swim in the summer. Really fantastic place. But it's a bit chilly and it's really windy at the moment. It's a beautiful day. You know, absolutely gorgeous, but that wind is frosty. Anyway, back in the van and let's carry on heading down towards Ullapool.
I drove through Ullapool, but it didn't really go to plan.
So I drove to Ullapool. Let's turn the light on. And the campsite I was going to stay at was closed. Yeah. Anyway, so I drove down a little bit out of Ullapool, for a bit further. Not too far because I don't want to ruin the plans for tomorrow. There's a waterfall I want to go to tomorrow morning. But I went on Park for night and I found this like lay-by with a lovely view. The only problem is the road is there. I'm going to hang out here for a bit and see what the road's like. I looked on Park for night and some people say it's not too bad, some people say it's bad. So, but it's nice and flat, it's got a lovely view, so I'm hoping this will be okay for the night. It's been such an epic day. I'm actually really tired, so I want to stop. I don't want to keep driving around, all night, so hopefully I'll sleep well because I am tired. Right, I'm going to hang out here for a little bit and I'm going to put the kettle on. Dying for a cup of coffee. Decaf coffee, that's for sure. Right, so I'm in for the night now. I think it's going to be an early night. I can't even be bothered to cook, so I've pulled out a pasta bolognese real termat. They're really nice actually. I use these when I go tent camping. Really good. So I'm going to have that and just chill for the evening, get an early night. Absolutely shattered. Such an epic day. Scotland and the NC500 is amazing. Really, really looking forward to tomorrow. Got some really good things planned. I hope you can join me tomorrow on the NC500. Right, let's have some din-dins. Well, good morning everybody and welcome to day 4 of the NC500 up in Scotland. Lovely night's sleep last night. I was very surprised that I wasn't going to get a good night's sleep because I'm parked on this lay-by and there's a road there. But it's a lovely view. Look at that view here outside the door. And just for reference, I'm just outside Ullapool. Tried to stay in Ullapool at a campsite last night, but it was closed. So yeah, that was annoying. I didn't realise it was going to be closed, but whatever. It is winter after all. But yeah, so just got the kettle on. I'm going to make coffee for the morning. I always like to have a takeaway cup of coffee and a flask of coffee as well. So because I'm busy filming and going to all these places, stopping, putting the kettle on is a bit of a waste of time. So I always like to sort of sort myself out for the morning of coffee. But the first destination isn't too far from here actually. It's just down the road. So once this is done, I'm just going to tidy up a little bit more. I think I've done most of the stuff I've needed to do. And then I'm going to get going. So see you at the first destination.
As I snuck out that parking space, it wasn't far to go.
Continue on A835 for 7 miles.
So I'm currently at Corey Shallock Gorge, but I'm just outside. The barriers are up. They don't open till 9:30 winter times, and it's 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to sit outside the entrance for half an hour until they open up because I want to show you this. It looks really, really cool. So I'm just going to have a bit of coffee and wait here for half an hour, I suppose. Well, 9:30 came and they finally let me in. I went to get a parking ticket and then headed to the gorge.
Oh, so proper chilly today. Beanie and big jacket on, but just left the sort of the visitor area of the gorge. I'm the only person here, and I spoke to a guy that was sort of opening up the car park, and he said, "You'll probably be the only person. Welcome, you know, to the gorge. Enjoy it by yourself," sort of thing. But it was you've got to pay for parking. It's £5 for a car and £10 for a large van or camper van, motorhome sort of thing. But they had good parking, and I'm happy to pay. It's a National Trust, and the place is, you know, beautiful. So happy to pay with those sort of things. So yeah, apart from being proper freezing and by myself, which is quite nice, I'm gonna head. I think it's about a 15-minute walk. The guy said to the falls. So looking forward to it. Look, it's gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful day, but proper freezing. My hands are freezing holding this camera.
Corrie Shallock is one of the most spectacular gorges of its type in Britain and provides striking evidence of how glacial meltwater can create deep gorges. A short, steep walk will bring you to the Victorian Suspension Bridge, where you can gaze down over a series of crashing waterfalls.
Whoa, that sort of makes your stomach go a little bit, and I'm fine with heights. And this is the other side. So that bridge is definitely worth going on. Don't look over the edge if you're afraid of heights though, because that is, I'm fine with heights really, and even that was like, oh, come and visit yourself, because you'll see. It's worth visiting just for that little gorge. Danger, gorge edge, unstable, stay on path. Okay, I will do. There is another car park just round the corner, which I've just noticed. So, because the walk is 15 minutes, and if you wanted a quicker way to the falls, there is a car park up there, just round the corner from where I parked. Just thought I'd let you know. Heading back now, and yeah, a bit out of breath. That was a really good walk for a morning.
Split pace.
1 mile, so that was good. Yeah, heading back to the van now. It's so cool seeing the ice going down the waterfall. I almost missed this. It's beautiful. It's just an area where the water's coming down. But you could definitely have bring your lunch down or breakfast or something like that from the cafe, I can imagine. Very nice in the summer. Definitely worth coming in.
I headed back up to the visitor centre to use their really good facilities. I looked around the cafe and ended up having a coffee and a morning sausage roll. After visiting the gorge, I got back on the road and found something that I wanted to do for days.
So, not perfect. Ooh, very slippery. But I'm getting so fed up with
the van being absolutely filthy from the travel up from Inverness from south on day 0, that I found this as I was going past. I thought, oh yeah, I need to do it. So let's carry on. After getting Benny semi-clean, I headed to the next destination, which is Victoria Falls. So I didn't do a very good job cleaning Benny, but at least the glass and the windows are clear now, which is good. So basically we are now at Victoria Falls. It's been such a epic drive, about an hour and 20 minutes or so from the gorge, and I haven't filmed much. It's been just so beautiful. I've just been enjoying it. Like, I've just been in like a euphoric state of driving, and it's just been amazing. Like, the camera does not do this place justice at all, especially when the weather, I've really lucked out with the weather the last few days. It's been unbelievable. So anyway, we're up at Victoria Falls. There's a little car park, as you saw, well parked Benny. And I've looked on Google Maps, and apparently the walk isn't very far, and you should be able to see some falls. So let's go and see if we can see some falls. Can you tell I like waterfalls? Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, definitely worth coming to. This is lovely. Again, bring a picnic. Beautiful, like, river coming down there, and the falls are just there. The viewing platform just over there. Yeah, highly recommended. Right, let's go back to the van. There looks to be like there's paths that you can make this trip a lot longer here. Have a nice walk all around the forest, because it's basically covered with forests, and I can imagine you could walk for quite a way. I haven't got time for that really today, but I would highly recommend to come here. It's quiet. I'm the only person in the car park. I know it's the time of year, and I'm sure summer will be busier, but I highly recommend stopping here for lunch. You can't stay overnight here at all. It's the Forest Commission or whatever it is, but definitely worth stopping. And wow, it's blimmin' gorgeous. But I'm going back to the van now, and next is the famous Blacknabar Pass, all the way to Applecross. So I've wanted to do this road for probably years, I would say. So I'm going to go back to the van, get going on this pass, and then I'll probably stop at the top of the pass. Exciting. After leaving the Victoria Falls car park, buzzing with excitement, I headed to the start of the pass. Ooh, I'm a bit nervous.
Right onto Applecross Pass.
I'm a bit nervous.
Continue on Applecross Pass for 6 miles.
Hope the footage comes out okay. The sun is right ahead of me, so I got my glasses on. Someone passed. Loads of passing spaces, which is good. Here we go, single track road.
Although saying that, the road before this was really good too. Really, really good. If all goes well, then I'll put the whole Applecross route on my channel, so you can have a look at that if you want. Bumpy. Touch wood, not too many cars just yet. It is absolutely stunning here though. I know this road is it can be closed sometimes in the winter, depending on the conditions. But it's nice and dry, so there's no problem today. There's a couple of nice little stopping places here, which is nice. But I won't be stopping. Well, until we get to the top. I want to stop at the viewpoint at the top of the pass. Yeah, quite a lot of potholes, but I can imagine this road gets a beasting during the winter with all the snow. Saying it's getting quite steep on the left-hand side now. So if you're a passenger, you'll be able to see right down the cliffs at the moment. Yeah, the roads are getting thinner up here, that's for sure. The van Benny's doing fine at the moment. But definitely for bigger like motorhomes, possibly a bit dodgy. Also, I can imagine you want a van or any car really with a bit of grunt to it, especially if it's a heavy camper van. Because I'm in low gear at the moment, you can hear the engine sort of 3,000 revs, 2,500 revs to just change gear. It's quite steep, steeper than I was expecting actually. So it looks like we're coming to one of the first sort of sharp bends, I would have thought. Yeah, this is a sharp bend. Right, let's see how Benny does with this. Oh, done it in a oneer, that's good. There's a couple of wheel spins there though, it's a little bit icy up here. Okay, here's another sharp bend. Let's take the whole width of it. Yeah, no problem. And thankfully Benny's got the power to get up these quite high hills. Yeah, it's definitely ice about though. Check around the corners and make sure there's no one coming. So it says we've got 1 minute to the viewpoint. So that was fine. Exciting, exhilarating.
Your destination is on the left.
Awesome. Let's stop here for a cuppa. So, made it up the pass. I'm just at the viewpoint at on the Applecross Pass. Balak Nebar, it's called. A little 360. There's Benny there, doing well. There's well, there looks like a lovely walk up there. It'll be nice to do another time. But I have to, I'm just going to have a sip of coffee and then I'm going to go down to Applecross because I have to come back all the way back here. That's my plan so far anyway, and then find a camp, park up sort of over there at some point. So yeah, so let's go down to Applecross and finish the pass.
Head northwest on Applecross Pass.
Off we go again. Wow, it's beautiful. But loads of passing places, which is good. Hard to get eaten by the sun. Another sharp turning here. Check if there's anyone coming. Nope. Taking nice and slowly. No problem.
Although saying that, they've been stunning for the last couple of days. You've got to sort of check round the next corner to see if there's any cars coming, or vans. But like I said, you're seeing a edited version of this pass, the Applecross Pass, the Balak Nabar Pass. But what I'm going to do, fingers crossed the footage comes out okay, is I'll put the whole pass up on my channel. So if you're interested to see, if you want to come out here and do this, you can see the whole thing, actually see what I just done and what it takes to drive this pass. And the truth is, it's not a problem at all. Actually, it's been fine. Right, the campsite down there.
In 300 yards, turn left towards Shore Street.
Nice little car park.
Turn right onto Shore Street.
Made it. Made it to Applecross. There's Benny. That was an epic trip. Applecross is lovely, just a really little village, I suppose. Car park here. There's the Applecross Inn over there. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Not much here. There's a little fuel station as well. So I'm basically, oh, there's toilets over there. That's good to know as well. But I'm basically just going to hang out here for a second, enjoy the view, and think about what I'm going to do next. Really, I'm not too sure. So yeah, I'll let you know in a minute what I think about doing. A couple of options really. There's a campsite around the corner there, or I go back across the pass and try and find a park up, the other side. Let's have a think. I had a little walk around and saw where the toilets were, although you've got to pay 50p. Just spoke to another van, and there's no parking here really for overnight wild camping. It's a little community. I don't want to pee anyone off. So, and the campsite up there, I haven't checked that it's open or anything, but it looks expensive. So I'm going to head back over the pass and go and find a park up over on the other side. So I'm just going back over the pass now. I'm not going to film this bit. I'm just going to enjoy it and enjoy this incredible road. Because I can't imagine I'll be up here anytime soon again. Although I'd like to, but right, I'm going to do this. I carried on driving through some epic roads, as usual, and came across this lovely park up with a view. Oh, so I've just been driving a little bit, and I think I've found a really amazing park up. Look at the views here. And I suddenly stopped because I saw a sign that said, "Stay for the night." Let's come have a little look. Oh, it says £7. Okay, it's beautiful here, absolutely beautiful. I mean, there is a road there, but it's it's a quiet one. It says that as the car goes past. But I think for the £7 and peace and quiet, I think I'm going to stay here. Great. So I just used the Ringo parking app. £7 for the night. Very happy to do that for peace of mind and this beautiful view. So I'm going to chill for the night and get backing up the footage. It was such an epic day, but I am shattered. Another action-packed day. Blimey. Yeah, so what else can I say?
day 4 was amazing. Hopefully you can join me for day 5, which is going to be cool. I'm going to Skye. Right, exciting. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning everybody, and welcome to day 5 of my NC500 Scotland adventure. So it is morning, believe it or not, but it's still dark outside. I've got up extra early this morning because I'm driving to Skye and I want to do the Old Man of Store. That's where I'm heading. I'm about an hour, just over an hour away in the park up right now. So I'm making flasks of coffee and a takeaway coffee for the morning, and I'm going to tidy up and get going.
So I got in the van and got going, driving these beautiful roads in the dark. Then at sunrise I crossed the Skye Bridge, passing through some lovely fishing villages and slowly heading towards the Old Man of Store.
So, made it. Sun is just rising. Benny is there. You can't park high vehicles in the car park, you've got to put high vehicles on the road just there. Basically there's a path that goes up there. It's chilly, 0 degrees, hat, buff, big jacket on. But yeah, let's get going. I'm really looking forward to seeing this, the Old Man of Store. Looks nice here, but got here early because I wanted it to be quiet. But let's crack on. Got quite warm walking up here, but I'm not going to get too close to the edge. But there we go. Man of Store and its beautiful glory with a dusting of snow. How beautiful does that look? The path was obviously a bit snowy, verging on nearly needing crampons, my little micro spikes, but it was fine because there was a dusting of snow. Actually, it was quite grippy, so it wasn't a problem at all. But we've had some cloud come over, and there's a bit of light on the store now, and there's a few people coming up. So it's Saturday morning, so I'm sure it'll get busy, especially on a day like this. But I'm going to take some pictures, and then I'm going to hang out here for a little bit, and then I'm going to slowly make my way down. Amazing. It's funny when you walk up to the the viewing platform, your back is sort of to the store there, and took me a couple of goes, and I didn't realise that was what I was going to look at. I walked straight past it. You can sort of see, actually you can't see, but over there is the plateau where the viewing point is. But yeah, that's Man of Store there, and you will walk straight past it. You can hear someone else's drone up there. Love it. Drones are very, very cool things. Annoying to some, I know, but the footage you get out of them is just spectacular. I love them. So I'm back at the van now, just having a nice cup of coffee. That was a good walk. That, in fact, let me finish my workout. That was, I would say, about 40 minutes up and 40 minutes down. But yeah, that was really good. And I think my advice would be for that, if you're coming here in the summer, of course, no problem. It's like climbing any sort of small mountain, if you like. It's a little bit like Penny Fan in Wales. I don't know if anyone's done that before. But in the winter, definitely pack some micro spikes. I nearly got mine out at one point. It was fine in the end, but definitely pack those. That's my advice. It's a beautiful day now. The sun is beaming. I actually got quite warm coming down, so I've just dethroned the big jacket and the buff and the beanie. I've got to wear a hat because my hair is a right state. But yes, I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. The sky is beautiful. There's actually quite good facilities here, actually. Like I said, you've got to pay for parking, and it's £5 for 6 hours, £7 for 12 hours. Yeah, I wouldn't stay here overnight. This road is quite busy. But yeah, there's like a motorhome service point and toilets and bins and things. So it's very, very handy to have and hang out here for a little bit if you're in a motorhome, definitely.
It was really nice to head back over the Sky Bridge in the sunshine. And then it was on to my next destination, a beautiful castle. Well, Skye was amazing. I'm really sad that I couldn't spend more time there. But Skye is a whole different beast altogether. And I'll definitely come back and, do Skye. Because, yeah, you could spend a whole week just on Skye. But anyway, I'm at the next destination, and it's this beautiful castle. But first of all, I've got to get a ticket to park the van.
So just walking over the little bridge to the castle. I went to the kiosk because I thought we had to pay, but apparently it's free to walk around the castle, but it's £12 to go in the castle. So I'm just going to walk around the castle because I'm a bit tight. But it's blimmin' gorgeous. Weather is lovely. Wind has got up a little bit. I was going to fly the drone, but it says no drone zone. And I'm very conscious that I don't want to, pee people off. So I'm not going to fly the drone. So I'm going to have a little walk around the castle. And this is beautiful. Look at that. So it doesn't take long to walk around the castle, but it's definitely worth coming here. It's beautiful, especially on a day like this when it's chilly. Need a jacket. Right, let's have a look. A little bit more. Oh, I forgot to say as well, the parking over there's Benny over there on the other side of the water. It was £3 for 2 hours, and that's plenty. So I'm just going to carry on looking around the castle for a little bit, and then I'm going to go back to the van and make some lunch. It's definitely lunchtime. Starving after that walk this morning.
But watch out, those rocks are slippery.
Don't die by yourself.
I kept having a little wander round and then ended up walking back over the bridge to have some lunch. And decided to go to the visitor centre cafe with a lovely view.
Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you.
After my lovely lunch, I went to the gift shop to get the family a little present.
So I've had a nice wander around this beautiful castle. I'm feeling quite tired. I think it's because of the hike this morning that took it out of me a little bit, and you know, rushing around filming things and stuff. So I'm going to head towards sort of Fort William and probably even further to Glencoe, and maybe find a park up in Glencoe for the night, because tomorrow I have to start heading back south. So that'll be my final evening in Scotland. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get going. It's a bit of a drive, and let's try and find a park up. But this place has been gorgeous, highly recommended.
I was sad to be leaving that castle. It was beautiful, but I headed through Fort William and then through Glencoe to my last destination of the trip. But I had to pull over to film this beautiful animal.
So, I'm at the Bridge of Orkney car park. This is new actually since I've been here last. I came here when I done the West Highland Way and camped on the green over there, and this bit is new, and they allow camper vans here, which is really good. You've got to pay, it's £10 with it, like I did, was it last night? God, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, the Ringo app. So that's all done, but it's all safe. There's no one going to be knocking on the door telling you to move on, and I'm quite happy to do that, you know, if they keep the facilities nice, and it's, you know, it's lovely up here. And the Bridge of Orkney hotel up there, I might, as it's my last night, pop up and see if I can get a nice meal. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, it's pretty cold out here, so I don't want to talk for too long, but let's talk about the NC500 in conclusion. You've got to do it. It's absolutely epic. I've been really blessed by the weather gods, because it's February, you know, it's mid-February, and the weather has been lovely. It's a bit overcast today, but the last few days have been absolutely exceptional. Yeah, it's taken me 5 days to do the lap, including popping to Skye this morning, but do you know what? I feel like I've been rushing. I really do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been filming and documenting the thing as well, but my recommendation is actually you could at least double it. You know, at least double it. I mean, 7 or 8 days would be perfect. 10 would be amazing. But I met a couple in Applecross, and they were on day 14, and they were only in Applecross. So this NC500, you could take as long as you want. You know, I could have stopped every 10 minutes. I've definitely ticked off the things I've wanted to see, so I'm really happy with my NC500. But if I was going to do it again, I would take longer and stop more often. Yeah, because there's plenty of park ups, especially the last few days, for if you wanted a wild camp. There's loads of campsites if you wanted to go to campsites. If you're in a car, there's loads of hotels. I mean, even this time of year, I mean, there was a few things closed, but it was perfect. And that's another thing I would say as well. Like, think of coming out of season like I have, because most of the time I had it to myself. I mean, it's only been last half a day where I've come back into civilization that it's been a little bit busy, and because it's a Saturday as well, but it's been absolutely amazing. And I can imagine the summer could be quite busy. And the other benefit of doing it out of season is there's no midgies at all. I haven't had one midgie. Doors could be open, no problems. It's been fantastic. The only thing to note, and it's not a negative, it's just something to be aware of, is the locals. I think they're the locals. Blimey, they drive fast. Holy moly. I mean, I've been sticking to the speed limit. You know, Benny is no slouch. It's not like a underpowered large motorhome or anything like that. I've been sticking to the speed limits, but they have been absolutely whizzing. I mean, I know they know the roads, and I don't, and other people, visitors don't, but they have absolutely been whizzing, flying through the roads. Yeah, so that's something to be aware of. And I mean, all I did is just pull over if I can, let them pass, or slow down so they can overtake on a nice straight road. But something to note. Another thing to say is that I haven't come back to Inverness. So just before Fort William, you can turn left and go back up to Inverness, and that's the full NC500. So one of the things on my list to do is the Great Glen Way, and the Great Glen Way is a multi-day hike from Fort William to Inverness. So I'm saving that bit for that hike. And obviously Skye isn't on the NC500 either. So yeah, it's one of those things that the NC500 is a route, but feel free to do your own route and go off and come back and go off and come back. Do it the way you want to do it. Before I came here, I put some things on Google Maps that I wanted to visit, but I stopped in other places, and you know, do some research, but don't worry about it too much, because it's a really well signposted, you know, area, route, and you can do your own NC500, and this has been my NC500. I've hoped you've enjoyed this little video series. I really do appreciate it, and it's also been nice to spend some real time in Benny as well. I'm going to do some like 5 things I like and 5 things I don't like about this incredible machine. It's been, yeah, I've really enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, of course. Like and subscribe if you want to, that would be lovely, but it really does help the channel. What else to say? Thank you if you've watched this far. Keep a lookout for the Balak Nabar Pass full video if you're interested in that. Right, it's chilly. Thanks so much, and I shall see you in the next adventure.